I danced so hard during the first Disney parade that we saw that a kid hit me up and goes, my girl took this video while she was in character of you. And he goes, she's like Jasmine or something during the parade. And he's like, we're fans, and we saw you dancing, and we're like, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, that's so funny. The video from their vantage point makes me look like a crazy person, but I got the attention of Goofy and Minnie, and I'm dancing. I'm just, ba-dum, scat up, the song is so catchy. It's like, the future starts right now. The future, we gotta find the path of love. And deep inside your heart, we know that you can stand up to the future and look into the past, but you don't even know what's coming at last. I mean, it's the most upbeat fucking, dude, every character is just fucking, the future starts right now. I mean, I'm getting fired up just thinking about it.
Hey, it's Herbert. And you're listening to the About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch.
About last night. About last night.
Great to put the cap on the bottle and drink water the normal way, because I was just in Europe for about 3 weeks. Hey, guys, welcome back to the show. Adam Ray here, About Last Night Podcast, the name of the show. Adam Ray is the name of the guy that hosted. In Europe, you take the cap off the water, and it's attached. I don't know if that's just like them trying to be better than us. Do we lose caps probably more? And then they end up in the ocean, and then they end up in the turtle's mouth, and the whale's we don't recycle as much, and maybe it is probably safer. It's annoying though, because the cap is stuck, and then you're like, come on, baby, give me that sweet H2O, baby. And the cap's always cock blocking your hydration. So, but let's talk about Europe. Got some pistachio stuck in my upper gum. That's what she said. Wow, I got back yesterday. Sorry for the delay in episode, but I wanted to accumulate some life experience and then have something to fucking talk about. Always more fun. You bring more to the table, on stage, off stage, party, barbecue, bris, circumcision, wedding, funeral, divorce party, which people do have, by the way. There's a girl from my high school. She posted a picture of her and about 9 friends in front of a barn, and it said "divorced as fuck" in balloon letters, and they were all flicking off the camera. Fuck you, Matt. And all the hashtags were like yes, or all the hashtag yes, hashtag next chapter, hashtag doing it my way next time, hashtags Lacey's summer of fun, hashtag gonna do it my way this time, hashtag gonna find me a new man, hashtag someone help me find me a new man. And all these comments are like, what, why, what, no, what happened? No, Lacey, what happened? And this guy was like 6'9", and he was a roided up fella. He ate chocolate chip steroids. He ate frosted steroids, frosted flaky roids, frosted roids from the makers of Frosted Flakes. His pecs had abs, his balls had pecs, and he was just fucking, dude. They had nothing. She was 5'2", is. Although he could have killed her. The size difference alone in the bedroom is like when you ever see a picture of like Shaq next to like one of his exes, and like they're like 5 feet maybe, and he's 7'3". You're just like, oh, what were the medical bills like there? Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about, dental. I'm talking about, well, maybe I am. Fuck, who knows what got knocked out from Shaq. I feel like you're packing a punch. There's a lot of loose balls going along, a lot of fucking offensive rebounds and defensive pick and rolls and sticking holes, and it's a whole mess, and it's I don't care to see that live. Actually, you know what? Every time I say I don't, if somebody was like, you want to watch this video of Shaq's sex tape, I'd probably go, yeah. What am I, an asshole? But But he was a big dude and she was tiny. The only thing they had in common was they both loved protein. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll be right back. We'll keep it right here. Let's go through the Europe trip. First of all, I've been gone for 5 weeks. Went to Pittsburgh, did the Pittsburgh Improv, sold out 5 shows, $360 a show. Thank you, Pittsburgh. An amazing, man, so much pistachio in the gums. Amazing 5 shows, amazing room. Shout out to the whole staff that runs that spot. Everybody crushed it. Ramin, Seneca, who were on the shows as well, crushed it. And it was a blast. Threw out the first pitch of the Pirates game. That didn't go so well. I'm throwing out another first pitch. Well, when you see this, it'll already happen in St. Louis. Cardinals versus Mariners. I plan a lot of my gigs for where the Mariners are going to be, so I can see my baseball team try to fight for playoff contention. But I bounced the pitch. I was nervous. I'd had a couple drinks, and I was nervous. And a bunch of the Mariners who I know saw me in a Pittsburgh Pirates jersey and started to freak out. So I was like, I fucking sorry. And then I pointed back. I was like, I got 24 on the back for Griff, for King Griffey Jr. And then I bounced it because my arm went to jello. I had no warm-up tosses, jello. And I had gotten the crowd up, too. I think, you're as a comedian, you're like, for a first pitch, what can I do to really make it exciting? So I kind of, let's fucking go. Whole place is going nuts, about 20,000. I bounce it. And then I go, one more. I get people going again. The kid who caught the pitch for me tosses it back. I don't think anyone's ever asked for a second first pitch. Then I was told Bob Costas did. And I bounced the second pitch. And then I was like, one more. All right, we're having a good time. So that was fun. Shows are great. Game was great. Saw Bruce Springsteen that night for the first time. My buddy runs the marketing for the PBG Arena, the Pittsburgh Penguins Arena, where they do shit. I did the Fully Loaded tour there with Burt Kreischer. They've comics and the hockey and concerts. And he's like, do you want to see Springsteen? And I was like, yeah, we're going to the game, and then we're leaving for Europe the next day. He put us in a suite, man, and it was sweet, life Zach and Cody style. Holy shit. Springsteen is 74, I think, and is unbelievable. Everything you've heard about Bruce Springsteen is true. Charismatic, energy, women are wet, throwing panties, guys got boners. It's Boner Panty City, and Springsteen is the mayor, and he's fucking just, born in the USA, and just smirking and just Biden half smirk, just, hey, come on, hey, what are we doing here? Come on. They're about the same age, actually. What if Bruce Springsteen was Joe Biden, Finkel and Einhorn style? Biden is Springsteen, Springsteen is Biden. So that was unreal. Shout out to Bruce Springsteen. Shout out. Who shouts out? I love shout outs to people you've never met or probably will never meet. That's not true. Hey, crazier things have happened. I've met people at the airport. I met David Schwimmer at the airport once. Was going through TSA. He's in front of me. He's like, hey, I already put my liquid in my bag. And I was like, Schwimmer. And he was like, hey. And I was like, dude, you're the shit. I just panicked. I was like, hey. It's like when I saw Beyonce. I used to say I met Beyonce, but we locked eyes. Her and Jay-Z were leaving a Clippers game. I was there with Adam Devine. He had season tickets. Shout out to my boy Adam Devine. And also shout out to the Talk Tuah girl. She started a podcast. Called Talk Tuah. And you know what? We'll come back to this. I was hating on it at first. I've watched some clips and some interviews. Seems like a sweet gal. I'm going to say it. Seems like a sweet gal. And seems like she has a very good head on her shoulders. And really it's just like, fucking we'll see what happens. People are trying to razz her and kind of getting her riled up and asking some provocative questions. And she's very herself. For someone who got so famous. I mean, I'm venturing to assume people in Dubai saw Talk Tuah on that thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that clip it was everywhere. Which is wild, dude. That something like that you're seeing everywhere, every country. And she is taking it in stride, and she seems like she's leaning into it, but also like just very comfy in her own skin, which you can never knock when someone's just like 100% them. And she's kind of like, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll try it out. I'll do a podcast, whatever. You know, she's going to donate, says all the proceeds to animal shelters, which is wild. Just a little country bumpkin girl that's like, yeah, I said some shit. People want to see more of me. Cool. So good on you. Haley Welch, best of luck. What if she becomes like the biggest thing in podcasting? I mean, there's that Bobby Altoff girl, right? She's popular for just being real quiet and awkward with people and trying to be a little jabby and uncomfortable and like, it came out of nowhere, it felt like. There's no recipe or rule book for this shit. Haley Welch, Talk Tuah. Talk Tuah could be the... What if she ends up hosting the first late night show, like, as a woman? I know Chelsea Handler and Samantha Bee have done it, but I'm talking, like, the Tonight Show. Like, what if she got the Tonight Show, took over for Fallon? That would be wild. And she opens, and the whole crowd, she goes, they go, keep it going for Haley Welch, the Tonight Show with Haley Welch. And she comes out, and she goes, what's up, everybody? And everybody has a drink of water in their mouth, and they go, and they spit on the fucking ground, and that's how the show starts. All right, just spitballing here. No pun intended. Just spit dicking here. So Springsteen's great. Next morning, we get up. We fly from Pittsburgh to Boston. Nope, actually, flight got canceled. So we had 8 hours to chill. So we went to the mall, the Pittsburgh Mall. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Mall. I did a MADtv. Go to my Instagram. I do these things where I go to malls and I find stores that feel like one-offs that I've never seen before, or maybe they are regular, normal stores. And I make up, a fake TV teaser, commercial, trailer for a show that doesn't exist with actors that do exist, and people seem to enjoy it. I did a MADtv at the Pittsburgh Improv Mall, and then we went back to the airport and we flew to London. Landed at 10:20 a.m., went to the hotel. This is my wife and I, first trip to Europe. She'd never been to Europe. I went with my friend's soccer team. I went as team manager, sophomore year of high school, and then I went in 2004 to study abroad and go to the British American Drama Academy, where Orlando Bloom has been to, Schwimmer, aforementioned Schwimmer, Alfred Molina, Paul Rudd, some others. And, it was, which, by the way, we popped back over to the school to take a look and see if there were some teachers there and just say what up. And just, I hadn't been there in 20 years. We walk in and it's not BADA, the British American Drama Academy, again, until September. So we see all these kids walking around. It's like a daycare. And a woman walks in and just sees a grown man walking in his 40s. And I'm like, hey, is this the acting school? And she was like, you have to leave right now, right away. Fuck off, bugger off. Bugger off. Mary Poppins. I love trying to get the accent down in a place by saying the American thing that you know of that place, right? London was awesome. We went to France. Everywhere I went, I was like, ratatouille, ratatouille. That's how I would start my sentences. Bonjour is how you're supposed to. Bonjour, merci, au revoir. Got a lot of the sayings down. I did have an encounter with a man in London who, right when we landed, actually, was in our cab. We get in and I go, how's your day going, my man? He doesn't say anything, so I just was like, all right, fuck me then. Like, I just took it personal, which is, I probably went a little too hot too quick. But he didn't say anything back, so I was like, all right, fuck me. And he turns around and goes, did you yank dummy? I was like, well, he's deaf. He's deaf, and I'm a dick. And he's deaf, and I didn't know that. And so then I asked, how long does it take? How much longer do we have? And he was like, excuse me? And I don't know if you've ever tried to force sign language when you don't know sign language, especially in panic mode. I was like, how, like, Indian, how long does it take to get from to the airport, and he was like 30-40 minutes, and then I was like, gracias. I said gracias to a deaf guy. That's how you know you are uncomfortable in your own skin. I was like, thank you for your service. So we go right to the Taylor Swift concert. My wife bought Taylor Swift tickets. She's like, let's fucking go. We've not seen her live. She's playing at Wembley Stadium, which is a famous stadium in London. It holds 92,000 people, and Taylor Swift sold it out, say it with me, 8 times in a row. Holy shit. That's a lot of people. And that's so many people, dude. 92,000. And it's a fucking enormous stadium, and she crushed it. She crushed it. It was one of the most electrifying shows I'd seen in a long time. She deserves all. She puts on a show, dude. Over 3 hours. Kids are crying. Grown men are crying. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt were there. It's just wild. We get out of there, take a few days off, and then I did some shows. In between, we're farting around. We stayed in the West End at the Londoner Hotel, great hotel. And we walked around the West End, which is like Times Square for London. And the theater district, we went to a bar where you could play games on your table, which was cool, like virtual games like pool and Tetris, whatever. That was cool. And went to a cool Irish pub and stayed up to about 2, 3 in the morning. I got recognized a good amount in London, which was cool. Paris a little bit too. At Paris Disney at the gift shop, got recognized. The guy freaked out, almost started crying. I think his name was Ronan. I think it was Ronan. What's up, Ronan? Real sweet guy. Italy, not so much. Went to Italy after France. Italy, nobody gave a fuck. It was all arrivederci and fucking get out of the way and stop staring at the White Lotus Hotel, you American prick. No, Italy's great. They were great. Thanks for the ravioli. London, we go from Swift to some bars to a little bit of sightseeing, Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and then I do 2 shows at the Leicester Square Theater. Great theater in the West End, 400 seats, sold them both out. Ricky Gervais is there all the time. My boy Matt Rife was just there. Brad Williams is there coming up. Go see Brad if you live in London at the Leicester Square Theater. Great venue. Oh, man. I am still going through the footage to get more clips out, but I did post one on my Instagram. You can check it out. It's a nice long clip. It's actually on my YouTube as well, the longer version. And we had a proposal on stage, and I did kind of some Dr. Phil relationship advice as Phil, and then I had this proposal go off with a bang. It was awesome, real sweet. I think Ben is the name of the kid that proposed, and great venue, just great shows. Never performed in the UK to headline. I'd done some open mics in 2004. I'd done stand-up maybe 3 times, once in an open mic in Seattle, once at a frat party in USC where I went to college, and then junior year of college, I'm studying abroad, and I'm like, let me do some open mics. I did a few bars, and then I sweet-talked my way into this club called the Monkey Business, or the Monkey Bone, I think. And it's still there. And I told the story on this clip, I think on the, it's a different clip on my Instagram. I tell the story, but basically, I snuck my way in. I kind of smooth talked to the owner. Was like, yeah, I'm in from the States. If you got time, cool. If not, all good. Trying to, act like hot shit. And he goes, all right, you can do 5 minutes after the house and have some fun. He's up there. He's like, this next bloke, not really familiar with. I mean, not even sure if he's funny. If he's not funny, don't blame it on me. Just beg me for stage time in the back. What's your name again? And I go, Adam Ray. He goes, Adam, who? 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 He doesn't hear me. Who? He goes, I think it's Alan something. I don't know. Give it up for him. If he's not funny, don't blame me. I go up there, half applause. Man, I remember like it's just yesterday. I went up there being like, fuck, dude. Worst intro ever. And that's still at a point where I'm like, the intro really matters. It doesn't anymore. I mean, it's cool once you get some credits and some accolades, and it people that are coming to see you, yeah, it gets them fired up. I mentioned Kill Tony and Dr. Phil specials now when I go on stage, and people, you get a nice pop from that, and that's very cool. And if people are coming out to see you from stuff like that, then yeah, they get excited. It's for them, When you're early on, it's for you because you're like, I need people to know that I'm doing this, and you're just so, split and concerned with the wrong things when you're getting going with stand-up. You're thinking about, do people think I'm good? Do you have respect from your peers? Do people back home think you're doing it? Do you think you're on the right path? You're looking for validations in every corner of the business and not getting them. So even to have a credit and have people in the crowd be like, okay, but you still got to be funny. That's why celebrities will go up and get that celebrity pass. Seinfeld will go on stage. People freak out if he pops into a club, but then you still got to be funny. You get a few minutes of like, holy shit, and then you got to deliver. That's why it's such a just profession. So the London shows were a blast, story. I smoked weed once in Europe, and you'd think my short-term memory would be better. Sometimes I feel like it's better when I do smoke weed. Yeah, tomato, Ray Romano. So, hadn't performed in London since this open mic. I bomb at this show, the Monkey Bone. I bomb hard. I make fun of the guy, say, hey, keep it going. He was bald for Phil Collins' stepbrother with AIDS or something. There's some shitty, he's bald and he's ugly joke. Nobody laughs. And then the one joke I do that gets some laughs towards the end, I comment on how poorly it's going, and I go, Michael Jackson just came out with a new single, which he did, a new album of all his number one singles called Number One, or One. I said, it's got all the hits on it, Beat It, Thriller, and of course my favorite, okay, I admit it, I fucked a kid in his ass. And that got a laugh, and I go, I'm going to leave on that, thanks so much. I go outside. I'm feeling so bad about myself. The guy who brought me up, who runs the club, was just like, all right, great job. People are like barely clapping, looking at me weird, like, fucking dude, America sucks, dude. If that's what they're fucking cooking up over there, no thanks. And so I get out, I call my mom on a payphone. It's 2004. Cell phones, I think, popped in really in the next year, right? At least I got one in the next year. And I call my mom on a payphone and I'm like, Mom, I feel so like I just lied my way into a comedy club and bombed so hard. I feel so bad about myself, and this sucks. What do I just had to tell her. I didn't even ask for what advice, but she's the best. Shout out to Puddin', my mom. She goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry you bombed. Isn't that what happens? Try again tomorrow. Who fucking cares?" And I was like, yeah. And she was just so cash about it, and so like, quit feeling bad for yourself. She didn't coddle me, and so, dude, I found an open mic, went up the next night, and early on in stand-up, after things like that it's either you want to keep going and turn the ship around and get better, and you have that feeling of being so bad that you're like, I don't want to feel that anymore, and you want to put in the work and not have a plan B to distract from the plan A and just really go for it, or you go, that sucked, I don't want to feel that again, and I don't really want to even put myself in a position to have to maybe feel that again, so you fucking bow out. That's why, I get hit up all the time from young comics. Dude, what's advice? I've been wanting to do it for a couple of years. Dude, be kind, control what you can control, write all the time, get on stage everywhere, enjoy the process of getting better because it takes time, man. I mean, I'm 17 years in, and I'm still throwing darts and I wrote so much stuff in Europe, material-wise. So now I got a bunch of shows coming up. I'm in St. Louis. I will have been in St. Louis when this comes out. 2 sold-out shows at the City Winery. Thanks for coming out. You guys were a blast. But this week, Thursday, Buckhead Theater, Atlanta, Georgia. First time. Come out and see me. Almost sold out. 800-seat theater, Buckhead Theater, Atlanta, Georgia, September 12th. And then September 13th and 14th, Columbus Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio. All these tickets at adamraycomedy.com. I'll be doing a lot of stuff from Europe. Not so much. People are paying. I don't want to just use it as a true fuck around, but I'm always doing that. You have to in any set. At least for me, I have to. If I don't do something new, it's like, why am I on stage? That's why crowd work is so fun and rewarding, because it just breaks up the monotony of the material. Anyway, so shows were great. A really full circle moment to have bombed 20 years ago and then come back to London to 2 sold out shows was very cool. And I had to mention that at the end of the shows, and people were really sweet about it. Then we flew to Paris, took a train to Paris, and it was about 3 hours. Got in, took a bike tour, walked an hour to the Louvre. That was a mistake. Then walked 3 hours around the fucking museum. I couldn't help but be a child. Dude, I've never been a museum kid. Field trips as an adult, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just, I take the audio tour. I try to read the shit. And I don't not care. I just am not, it's just, I don't know. It's just so slow. Is that it? Maybe that's why golf is like such a tough thing for me to fully commit to. So I started to make it fun for myself, stories of a lot of the statues and paintings, and was like it was all statues. It was like the first OnlyFans model, the first stepdad, the first, adopted child, the first dick, the second dick, because there's a lot of penises, a lot of statues with penises. There's more statues. I saw more penises at the Louvre than I have on Chat Roulette. Does that make sense? Chat Roulette, there was a time when it was cool. It was like you hit the space bar and someone pops up from Germany and they're like, hello. And you're like, what's up? Like, I'm German. And you're like, I'm live in LA. Do you know Matt Damon? And you're like, I do not. Do you know Hitler? And then they go to the next person. And then they became a thing where it was just dicks. Chat Roulette is now penis central, and you would just hit a space bar and it'd just be a guy jerking off, or a guy's penis in the front of the camera, or it'd be some guy and he'd be like, what's up, man? And you're like, hey, who are you? He's like, oh, my name's Tyler, dude. I'm just chilling in San Diego playing some Halo. What are you guys up to? And you're like, oh, actually, we just smoked a bowl. He's like, oh, that's cool, man. Here's my dick. And then you're like, fuck. And then you're taken aback, so then you can't hit the space bar. So he's like, ha ha, how's that, man? And you're like, fuck. And then you move on. So that became Chat Roulette. That's what the Louvre is. There's more penises at the Louvre than Chat Roulette, and Chat Roulette had all the penises. Does that make sense? So, but great museum. Saw the Mona Lisa. Somebody told me, I love when people do this. I don't know what you call them. Rug pullers? Buzzkill. That's what they are. A friend of mine hits me up. I post a picture of the Mona Lisa, or a story. I was like, there she is, the Mona Lisa. Unreal. She hits me up. She goes, you know that's not the real one, right? No, I didn't know that. And hey, fuck off. Fuck, okay. Okay. What? I mean, unless you're going to follow that up with, like, the history of why it's not the real one, you're just trying to, oh, did you like that? It's not, well, here's why you are about to not like what you just look. I'm about to take away your feelings of joy. Hey guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Hope you're enjoying the episode. Sponsored by Shopify. That's right. Now look, when I started podcasting, having an online store was the furthest thing from my mind. Also, having a family. Still, both those things are pretty far. But now I'm selling Shopify, and because I love it, I use it. And when I hear, cha-ching, don't cancel me, Shopify's new sale is all what I'm about. Look, there's been famous comedy duos over time. Pence and Trump, Key and Peele, Faye and Poehler, Kermit and Fozzie. You know, that's what you think of when you think of great duos. For me, well, I think of you and Shopify. Shopify new sale. That's what I'm thinking, because that's what I'm doing and that's what I believe in. Now, as you go about your day-to-day, you ask yourself, all right, well, how do I sell stuff? What is the move? How do I get it going? How do I get a store going? Well, Shopify, let me tell you, they're the global commerce platform that helps you sell whatever you need at every stage of your business, okay? From the launch your shop online stage, which is kind of the initial stage, or the first real life store stage, all the way to, did we just hit $1 million in sales, bitch stage? Shopify's there to help you grow your biz, and they're right there every step of the way, which is what you need. You need somebody to give you a little boost, some assistance. Now, whether you're selling scented soaps or your Paltrow selling vagina candles, outdoor outfits, whatever the fuck it is, Shopify helps you sell it everywhere, okay? From their all-in-one commerce platform, e-commerce platform, to their in-person POS system. Wherever, whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered, okay? This is what you want to do, okay? Shopify helps you turn your browsers into buyers with the interest best converting checkup to 36% better compared to other leading commerce platforms. That's gangster, all right? That's gangster. And if that's not what you want, then, hey, man, I'll shut up right now. But all I know is that when you sell more with less effort, thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star, okay, you're going to start living a better, sweeter, happier life with more bang for your buck and more cash in your pocket. So take this moment right now to think about your life. Think about how you don't have a store, how you want to be making money, how you need help. Shopify is here for you. Let me say that one more time. Shopify is here for you, okay? This is what I do. I bring cool stuff to the people. You want to know what Shopify is? I just told you, man. So now is the time. Shopify is how you, no matter what, you want to grow, big or small, they give you everything you need to take control and take your business to the next level, okay? Shopify's global force is behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries, okay? They've got extensive resources, and they're here to support and help you guys with every step of your shop along the way. You know what I want you guys to do? I want you to sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/aboutlastnight. A $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/aboutlastnight. All lowercase. Go to shopify.com/aboutlastnight now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. I try to ignore comments, dialogue, hate, trolls, whatever, because I really do feel like I've gotten to a healthy point to where it's like you can't please everybody. I know who I am. I know how I am with people and fans, and we were coming back and going through customs yesterday, and it took like almost 2 hours in the customs line because they only had 2 spots open. And the guy came up to me, and I was so tired. And he asked for a picture, and I immediately just was like, "What's up, man?" And I just was like, "Yeah, I'm still not gonna be a dick." And I was super tired. But anyway, you can't please everybody. And this guy reached out to me on Facebook and was like, "I didn't like your appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast. I usually like all your stuff. I think I'm done with you." I go, "Cool." He goes, "Yeah, the way you skated around some of the political talk." And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't want to talk. I don't know. There was way more fun stuff that I want to be silly and whatever." And some of my friends were like, dude, I loved how you kind of danced around some of the stuff, and then you guys moved on. I was like, yeah, that was kind of nice. Sometimes, on that podcast, they'll talk about stuff at great length, and I tried to go toe-to-toe and stay active as long as possible and be engaged, but when it segued out of that, sorry, just buzzing my burritos. Buzzing my burritos is going to be the name of my memoir. I'm taking a burrito onto the plane to St. Louis tonight, and I have no qualms about that. And if you have a qualm, well, I'll try to eat it quietly. Burritos don't stink. Tuna sandwiches stink. Speaking of stinking, lots of BO in France. Wow, France. It's true. I don't know about the women shaving their armpits, but deodorant is not something they subscribe to. A lot of BO. The Louvre was cool. We took a dinner cruise. We saw some friends. My boy Ryan was out there. Great writer, great roaster. Ryan Nesson was out there. We linked up. Went to the Soho House. Checked that out. Saw the Eiffel Tower light up. Again, the bike tour was great. And then we went to Disney Paris. My wife and I went to Disneyland Paris. And you know what? It was fucking cool, man. It was really cool. Funniest thing I saw at Disneyland Paris, entering the park, there's a gentleman with his family. There's 2 little conveyor belt things to go through. One of them stuck. Then ours opens up. He jumps in front of people, cuts. This piece of shit cuts in line, turns around. His family is like, what are you doing, you dick? He leaves them behind, goes through, waves to them like fucking, you snooze, you lose. And he's wearing a shirt that has a picture of the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, and it says Beast Mode on it. You can't write that. Oh, man. That's how the Disney Paris experience started. I was like, dude, it is a small world, Hakuna Matata. I'm going to never forget that. And then moments later, I get a ham and cheese toasty, and some French woman just pushes me out of the way. He goes, get out of my way. And I was like, what? Dude, these guys don't fuck around. Posted a couple videos of me dancing to the Disney parade. People seem to get a kick out of those. I think I titled it When the Gummies Kick In, When the Disney Champagne Kicks In. I danced so hard during the first Disney parade that we saw that a kid hit me up and goes, my girl took this video while she was in character of you. And he goes, she's like Jasmine or something during the parade. And he's like, we're fans, and we saw you dancing, and we're like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, that's so funny. The video from their vantage point makes me look like a crazy person, but I got the attention of Goofy and Minnie, and I'm dancing. I'm just, but scan up, the song is so catchy. It's like, the future starts right now. The future, we gotta find the path of love. And deep inside your heart, we know that you can stand up to the future and look into the past, but you don't even know what's coming at last. I mean, it was the most upbeat fucking, dude, every character is just fucking, the future starts right now. I mean, I'm getting fired up just thinking about it. Pluto is fucking on ecstasy. Shrek was dry fucking Donald. I mean, it was awesome. The Phantom Farter, no, the Phantom the Indiana Jones roller coaster. My wife and I got concussions. Hey, it's called Temple of Doom, and get ready for your temples to be doomed. It shook us. The ride has not been refurbished. It's like one of those classic. Disneyland's got to stop being like, isn't it cool how old and rusty and rickety the roller coaster is? No, it's not. I got a concussion, but it's a Disney concussion. Shut up, Goofy. We fucking snap, crackle, popped our head. Oh, I should not have done that. Back and forth. My wife she gets off. She's like, she was out of it. It was scary. It was scary. We didn't do that again. We took it easy. We got some churros. Not a lot of snack options. We were looking for a Disney pickle. Those big-ass Disney pickles that Disneyland, and I'm assuming Disney World sells. Didn't have them. That's fine. But a good time. A good time. Great oldies. Got some cocktails. Again, should have done some edibles through the park. Didn't do it. Stayed sober. Stayed silly. And a real blast. Then we fly to Sicily, Italy. Oh, my goodness. Where White Lotus filmed. Have you seen White Lotus, season 2? They stayed at the Four Seasons. We stayed at a hotel across from that, I think, called the Bellman, the Grand Tameo. Awesome. Food great, staff great. Got a massage the first day. Went down to the beach. You take a cable car, like one of those floating cable cars, about 8-minute ride down to the beach. Went in the water. My wife is terrified of the ocean. She says we don't know 97% of what's in there. TikTok is always feeding her shark attack videos and fucking dude, I saw this one video. It's like, oh, don't be afraid of the ocean, and then it's a highlight reel of a shark jumping onto a boat. There's, a guy jumps into the ocean, and then a fucking weird salamander eel just scurries up to him, and his friends go, David! And then one is like guys are playing poker, and a fucking dolphin just bursts in, and he's like, everybody, you freeze, And that's obviously a joke, but my point is, we don't know. Stop going into the ocean. Stop. What are we doing? We don't know 97%, but people are like, let's scuba dive, let's snorkel, let's go swim to that cove, let's go kayak to that cave, and then jump off the rock. Why, dude? And this is why the sharks eat us. We're going into their home. Imagine sitting at the dinner table, having some beef stroganoff, and a bear just bursts in and opens your fridge and is like, hey, can I have one of your Crustables? And you go, get the fuck out of here, dude. And then you eat the bear. I don't know. The bear would eat you still. That's a bad example. But my point is, we don't know what's down there. There's a reason it's so big and vast. Can we just reel it in on needing to go? Dude, the Titanic guys, the rich Titanic guys. So sad, but so stupid. What are you doing? Also, I've talked about this before, but this is why it's like, I want to make more money. I want to be able to help my fam out more. I want to be able to take some cool fam trips. The dream is to be able to rent a private jet and take all your family on it and go do something fun. That's the dream, right? Who doesn't want to do that? You see LeBron and fucking Little Bow Wow and fucking Taylor Swift. Everyone's on their private jets. It looks like the fucking best. But Italy, top to bottom, was very chill. We went hard, London and Paris, and we took it down a notch in Italy and really just kind of took our time, walked around. Sicily's got great cities, up and down streets, shops, bars. It's just so cool and very sweet. Again, France people had a little bit of tude. There's a couple notes I want to say about I just wrote down the duty-free store at the airport. The duty-free store, I don't know. It's stacked with all the wrong items. Who's walking through the duty-free once you get through security and you're about to get on the plane? You go, oh, dude, these guys know me too well. How did the airport know that I wanted a 40-pound bag of peanut M&Ms and a bottle of Jack before this 11-hour flight? I'm getting fucked up, and I'm eating some chocolate. I know I'm allergic. I'm doing it. When you get back to America, I didn't realize how much I missed American food. Had some Panda Express right away. Is that so American? So American, but it was delicious. You know what you miss when you get back? I was like, dude, Panda Express, fucking, Chipotle, men with tits, man boobs. There's no bitch tits in France and Italy. There's no bitch tits. That's an us thing. That is a U.S. us thing. We have cornered the market on male tits. Had a guy, our cabbie, swear in French. That was exciting. Saw a guy, when we biked to the Eiffel Tower, get chased by cops. That was cool. That was out of a fucking, Italian Job, Jason Statham. The guy was fast, too. Man, we just heard cops screaming, and this guy is flying. It looked like Tom Cruise. Flying, dude. And 3 cops were close, and then 3 cops came around the corner a minute later, and I was like, oh, this is the B Squad. They were so slow, God bless them, and they were just like wanting to be a part of the action. They're like, yeah, but just, I could have started running after them, and I could have passed them. And I'm not a super fast runner by any means. But they want to be a part of the action, and I respect that. I put the best pasta was on the last day. Had some spaghetti on the last day. It was just fire. What else? Italy. Hotel White Lotus. Nice service. Prego. Oh, I said prego all the time. Prego. That's how you say you're welcome. Prego, prego. So I was bouncing around from, France to London to Italy, trying to get the sayings down. England has a lot of American, it's English, so no real language barrier there. But France and Italy, and then went back to France, obviously, for the last day before we flew out of there, trying to make sure I go, grazie. I would say grazie. One time I just go, great. The guy brought my drink, and I go, great, in an Italian accent. Great, thank you, great. It's tequila. But prego is how you say you're welcome. And I started saying prego instead of grazie, which is thank you. So now I'm just looking like a piece of shit that's like, prego, you're welcome for buying your shit. So I had to get a hold of that real quick. People are very in shape in Italy. There's a lot of stairs. You're walking a lot. But this is why, dude. They're walking 15 flights of stairs a day. So they can eat whatever they want. Pasta, bread. Very cool city, Sicily. Very cool country. Yeah, just absolutely. The woman who welcomed us into the hotel. I would absolutely love to show you your room. Yeah, we would absolutely love that as well. Great. I would absolutely love to get you more pasta. I would, you know what? You could just say you would love to get it for me, but I love how excited you are to feed me. I would absolutely love to charge you more for your laundry than the Disneyland Paris hotel. I would absolutely not love that. I would actually love the opposite of that. I'd love for you guys just to maybe just take it down to a local laundromat and let Giuseppe and Luigi do it. I'll hook them up. I'll give them some of the edibles that I left in my bag that you guys didn't find on the way over here, and we'll call it a day. Burrata Caprese. Burrata Caprese. Now, that is an Italian detective name that I would call on. Burrata Caprese. The burrata was delicious. The cheese was, it's just fresher. Fresher ingredients. Subway eats fresh, okay, or they fuck kids. Italy, real fresh. Real fresh. Subway's trying to change it up, though, let's be honest. Charles Barkley's got the full-on cookie sandwich. And Tom Brady's in there kissing his kid. And me and my son, before we kiss, we have a tuna sandwich. I haven't seen the commercial, but Steph Curry's in there shooting three-pointers. I think he shot like a fucking, he's like, chicken teriyaki for 3. But they, they just got to move on. Subway's got to move on. I always wonder, too. What would be the food that I would want to, if somebody came at me and was like, dude, do you want to be, I don't think I could be in a Subway commercial. I mean, I'd probably just talk myself out of any potential sponsorship ever by saying that they are molesters. But somebody did tell me once they tried to invest in a Subway. I think it was Dane Cook. He said tried to invest in a Subway. And you had to buy like 20 Subway franchises. I think that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to own a Subway franchise. But Subway's good about it. And I guess they're cash cows. There was one in France, man. But you have to buy like 40 Subways to make any money. Like, you can't just get like a Dunkin' Donuts here and there and own it and just run it and make money. You got to, Subway's like, no, dude, you're in it or you're not. Do you want this yoga mat bread or don't you? Yoga, that's still something I've not yet the amount of times I've come up on a new year, like we're still months away from the new year, 2025, but I always say, like, I'm doing yoga in the new year. I know I got a lot of friends out here in LA that run studios, that are trainers, that are yoga teachers, instructors, and I'm gonna finally take advantage. I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna make the change that I've been wanting to make for a while now. I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna drive down. I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna get cardio on the way to the yoga thing, warm my body up, get my blood flowing, and then I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna relax. Okay. If somebody farts or a girl queefs during the yoga sesh, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm gonna be zen about it. I'm going to go, that's your journey. That's your journey, Kimberly. And nobody heard that. It smells. Didn't know a queef could smell. But guess what? I'll breathe through my mouth. That's my journey. Yoga's cool. That's what I thought was going to happen for me the last 15 years, I've probably said. But tomato, Ray Romano. So we do have some exciting stuff coming up. I don't know if I've announced this yet. This podcast is a place to do it. First of all, I did Your Mom's House with Tom Segura. That'll come out very soon. Two Bears with Tom Segura. And Lauren Compton's First Date Show. Both a blast. Those will be out very soon. And Tony Hinchcliffe and I are sitting down very soon to recap the Madison Square Garden shows for Kill Tony. Can't wait. I saw Tony at the airport recently, and he was like, "We got to sit down." He's like, "You're good with the interview stuff. Let's sit down. You'd be a great guy to do it with." I was like, "Dude, I'd be honored." So look forward to that episode. Probably next week. We'll put that up next Tuesday. But a lot of traveling coming up, and a lot of shows. AdamRayComedy.com or punchuplive.adamray. I think that's what it is. Punchuplive.adamray. Give me 1 second. Punchup. There's a site that I'm trying to use more and more of. It's punchup.live/AdamRay. Punchup.live/AdamRay. Go there, type in your email, and get notifications for my tour dates. And also, we got some new stuff coming up that I want to give you guys early access to. Punchup.live/AdamRay. But, we have so many shows. Minnesota, I'm coming back to Acme Comedy Club November 26th through the 28th. Tickets at punchup.live/AdamRay. Wow. And then Dr. Phil Live, of course, September 18th at the Comedy Store, sold out. Gabriel Iglesias, Jay Farrell, Patton Oswalt, and some surprises that are going to be awesome. I can't wait for you guys to see that episode. You can get early access to that episode. The September 18th Comedy Store show is going to be fucking epic. And we're going to give an opportunity for you guys to get early access to it when you also buy a ticket to my live stream, fully improvised show, first time ever. October 30th at Comedy on State in Madison, Wisconsin. It's where I shot my special. Like and subscribe. Check it out on YouTube. I'm going back to do 2 shows. At 6 p.m., it's sold out. That'll be stand-up. The 9 p.m. is whatever happens, happens. Fully improvised. It's the day before Halloween. Costumes, are encouraged. I'm going to have some special guests. A lot of audience interactions. Video submissions that we will include in the show, and it's going to be wild, and it's going to be all improvised, and it's going to be live streamed. People are doing that more and more, and we're going to do it right. It's going to look fucking phenomenal. Go right now to adamray.live. There it is. You see it? adamray.live. adamray.live, and that's where you can get a ticket to the fully improvised live stream show at Comedy on State in Madison, Wisconsin. October 30th, 9 p.m. Central Time, adamray.live. Get a ticket. It's going to be wild. All fun, all laughs, no rules. What else do you want? That'll be a blast. October 31st and November 1st, I'm at the Den in Chicago. I believe all those shows are sold out. Can't wait for that. That's 2 nights, 3 shows. And then, of course, what else do we got? I mean, shit, man. Naples, Florida. First time there at Off the Hook Comedy Club, October 4th through the 6th. Naples, Florida, Off the Hook Comedy Club. Come out and see your boy. If you live anywhere near Florida, it's probably the last time I'll be out that way until the new year. October 4th through the 6th, Naples, Florida, Off the Hook Comedy Club. October 10th through the 12th, first time headlining at Zany's, Nashville, doing a weekend there. Come out and see your boy, Nashville, October 10th through the 12th at Zany's. And then October 17th through the 19th, we're back at Hilarities in Cleveland. Great club. Nick and the entire team there run a well-oiled machine. October 17th to the 19th, Hilarities in Cleveland. And then we start the Dr. Phil Live Theater Tour, man. October 25th in Philly. I believe it's about sold out. The guests are going to be crazy. And then October 26th at Capital One Hall in Tysons, Virginia, which is just outside Washington, D.C. Come out and see that show. Then we got November 15th at the Beacon, New York City. December 6th in Arizona at the Celebrity Theater, which is 2,600 in the round, and that's already sold out. It's not till December. And the December 7th show at the San Diego Civic Theater is almost 3,000 seats, and that's almost sold out. What the fuck? I'm trying to stack these shows. The guests are going to be great. The show's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to do these. And we have about 10 new cities to announce in 2025 for the Dr. Phil Live Tour. I believe Chicago, Atlanta, Nashville, Boston, San Francisco, Vegas, Dallas, Austin. I think that's 8. I think that's what we got coming at you in 2025 for the Dr. Phil Live Tour. All these tickets at punchup.live/AdamRay. Man, I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend. summer. It's 100 degrees right now in Los Angeles. But global warming isn't real. It's 100 degrees. I know it's summertime, but it should not. It's very hot. It's like 100. It feels like it's 110. I wonder if it feels. Do you think Nick Lachey and the rest of 98 Degrees are always pumped when someone's like, dude, it's 98 degrees out? And they're like, but when it's like 100, they're like, fuck, dude. I wonder if they ever sit at home watching the thermometer drop and then go, people are talking about us. People are talking about us. Yes. It's also like in sync. Sometimes you'll be like, dude, we are in sync. Bye, bye, bye. Right? Just immediately your brain, ADD, you start just kind of connecting the dots. Backstreet Boys, that's a little tougher. New Kids on the Block have it because you can be like, oh, what are you, a new kid on the block? What are you, a new kid on the block? Oh, right? But Backstreet Boys, there's no way to have that come up organically in conversation. Dude, take the Backstreets. Back, all right. Boom. Well, I just found it. All right. But it's hot as fuck. And take care of yourself. Stay cool. And come out to see a Dr. Phil live show or an Adam Ray stand-up show. And get a ticket. AdamRay.live, October 30th, 9 p.m., Comedy on State, Madison, Wisconsin. Adam Ray live, fully improvised, live stream. You can watch from the comfort of your own home a day before Halloween. Halloween's for the kiddos. Make October 30th for you guys. Get some wine, get some blunts, get some beer, get some food, and watch a fully improvised hour and change of me, live streamed. It's going to look fucking gorgeous, too. Can't wait for you guys to see it. That is it. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to you guys for watching and subscribing. Of course, subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube right here to get it every Tuesday. And we will see you next week with more About Last Night. Enjoy it. Stay good. Be good to each other. Goodbye.